So today I'm going to do more of like a little bit of a personal story time. It's going to be career week for me and really for all of you because I really wanted to do a kind of career story about my life. It's been good and it's been really bad. It's been both, for reals. I went to school in New York. I went to Pace University and I was studying marketing there. I remember doing my marketing classes and I absolutely loved them in New York City. The school that I went to had a really well-known business school, and so I feel like the teachers were really on par. I decided to move back to California. I was really missing my family. I transferred over to Cal State Northridge, CISA, Matadors, woot woot for all my Matadors out there. So I was taking marketing classes there. I just moved over my major. I think it has a recognizable business school. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was a business school in CISA that I started attending, and I just hated it. And I was doing so poorly. Like, I had always been a really good student. I always had really good grades. I always graduated with honors. I had always made it to honor roll or whatnot. But in college, I found that really difficult. I found my social life and personal life and I guess professional / education life to really clash. I was finding it hard to make things a priority. So my bachelor's is in communications and marketing, I always say, with an emphasis in Spanish journalism. Graduated from CSUN in communications. Graduated right during the recession happened, 2009, 2010, and it was really, really tough. I ended up working in bars as a server, and at the time, money was so good, making tips. That's how I afforded my whole life, my rent, my car, utilities, all my expenses. And it bothered me mostly because I know how much it probably bothered my dad that, he put me through college only so that I could end up a server. So I ended up working at this aviation place and hated it. And then I got an internship at a PR firm, hated it. And then I finally landed a job at an advertising agency in LA, and I really loved the agency and I really loved the account. But this was the first time ever in my career that I just didn't mesh well with my colleagues. I would work my tail off. I would be the first one in and the last one out. That job, they actually fired me for not being detail oriented. They put you on a warning, a 30-day warning, and if you mess up again, and by messing up I don't mean the company didn't lose money or productivity, but if I didn't cross my T's and dot my I's, my manager at the time, who was a year older than me, I don't know, she was such a stickler about all that stuff. I just don't think that they really liked me, and I don't think I meshed well with them, and it was such a devastating blow for me. So I spent about a month jobless. I decided to put myself back through school, and I enrolled at Santa Monica College, and I loved it, and I did really well in school because I was contemplating going back for my master's, but I wanted to get an even better GPA. So that was really great, and luckily I got to be on unemployment just temporarily. And then I got a job at Fox. I was contracted out first. And really at Fox is where I would say my career blossomed. For me, I feel like the definition of luck is when preparation meets opportunity, and that's exactly what happened. I moved up really quickly at Fox because people were leaving. I was prepared to take on some of that work and to take on those roles where people were leaving. So I was always scared that I was going to get fired. Even to this day, I have this fear because I got fired once. That whenever my boss or whoever I'm reporting to talks to a C-suite level person, somebody higher up than them, they're talking about me and talking about how they're gonna fire me. That's how messed up. That's how much I've lived in fear for so long. I eventually got another opportunity to work for HBO Latino in Miami, and I don't know, I had this big dream that I always wanted to live in Miami. So I would be Skyping interviews really early in the morning. I would literally have my pajama bottoms and then a blazer on top. Thank God they didn't ever make me stand up because they'd be girl, what you wearing? It was a long interview process. It took about 3 months. about 4 different rounds of interviews, Skype interviews. I ended up getting that job in Miami. I went to go put in my resignation at Fox, and my VP was like, no. He's like, I gotta keep you. What do I gotta do to keep you? And it was so weird. Like, it was this moment that, like, changed the trajectory of my career and myself, I guess. I sat there and I was like, well, I need these 3 things. He's like, all right, tell me your 3 wishes. And I said, I need this, this, and this. And he was like, all right, if I make those happen in the next 2 hours, will you stay? And I was like, I will think about it. And I was like, who am I? Like, what? I was always like so shy and like would accept any offer, whatever they gave me. And this was the first time I feel like I don't know, grabbed my confidence and ran with it. And so ended up deciding to stay because the offer was so much better than the offer at Miami. And I already had my life here too. A little over another year I stayed at Fox, and then I moved over to a digital media company. If you guys are interested in all of that stuff, I mean, you can always look at my LinkedIn too to know more specifics, but getting that job was like a dream come true. Since I worked in advertising, since the start of my career, it was my dream to work for a Hispanic company or a Latino-based company. And landing that job, I was like, done. Dreams come true. Done. I'm good. And that's how I ended up there. And it was such an awesome job. And it was for the first time in a long time that I felt like appreciated and valued and like I was making real impact somewhere. And I owe so much to the higher ups there, to the SVP, to my CRO who even called me to this day to see how I'm doing in my new role. And I have so much love for that company because they had so much love for me, and I just appreciated that so much, like so much. They offered me a promotion to move to New York, so I moved to the New York office. And I wanted to kind of like pursue my personal life, so I decided to come back to California. I ended up doing similar work, so I'm a senior account executive at a digital marketing agency or advertising agency. I really believe that when you're working, you should feel like whatever you're doing, whatever role you have, however high up in the ladder that you are at, you should feel like you're adding value and impact to your role and to your company and to your organization. And if you're not, you should really reevaluate if that is what you want to do, if that is the company that you want to be at, and if not, pursue something you know you will add those 2 things. So for me, like, these are like real raw feelings, and I've been going back and forth on like what I want to do and where I want to go next, and I would love to be doing this full time, just vlogging and doing videos for you guys and talking about all these things that make up life and learning alongside and teaching alongside and informing and continuing to be misinformed. And so yeah, that's sort of like where I'm at now. Yeah, I want to hear from you guys, like, what are some of the struggles that you've had in your career? Are you the career that you want? Why didn't you pursue the career that you want? Are you looking to pursue it? Oh, let me know down below. I would love to hear from you guys. So this is all career week, so we'll talk about sort of career versus passion and sort of where I'm coming from, negotiating salaries, resumes, and cover letters. Like, what is your differentiating factor? There's always an opportunity to grow in your career, to try new things, to walk through new doors, and when opportunities arise, I really believe in taking them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll leave any info that you guys want in the description. But yes, please answer these questions. Let me know how you're doing in your careers, struggles that you're having, successes that you're having, tips, advice. Do you guys pursue passion? Do you pursue your career? Are you doing both? And how you've gotten to where you've gotten to. So hopefully we'll talk soon.